Using the results of evaluation for the purpose of curriculum development. We have seen that we devise different types of instruments, we gather the data, we summarize the data, and we put a value to students' performance. The next step is how we can use these results of evaluation for the purpose of curriculum improvement. What are the benefits of analysis? Benefit of analysis of results, they enable us to identify what are the strengths of our curriculum and what are the weaknesses of the curriculum which we have prepared. We have to remember that these weaknesses are identified as per weaknesses of the students, and strengths are also identified as strengths which are being shown or demonstrated by the students once they were evaluated. So, जब हम evaluate करते हैं अपने curriculum को, तो हमें ये पता चलता है कि हमारे curriculum की क्या strengths और क्या weaknesses हैं, और याद रखिए कि ये students की performance से draw की जा रही हैं. At the same time, while we are evaluating and we are looking into all the details and we are making an analysis of those findings, they help us and enable us to suggest possible explanations या hypotheses for the reasons of weaknesses and strengths. हम ये देख सकते हैं कि possible क्या reasons हैं बच्चों के अच्छा perform करने की, या क्या reasons हैं या possible explanations हैं बच्चों के बुरा perform करने की. In that case, we have to modify the curriculum. So while we are looking at the pattern of weaknesses and strengths of our curriculum on the basis of strengths and weaknesses of the students, we can give certain explanations and reasons or possible explanations कि बच्चों ने अच्छा या बुरा किस लिए perform किया है. With these kinds of possible explanations, जिनको कि हम hypothesis भी कहते हैं, जिनको check किया जा सकता है. We know that hypothesis is something which is testable and we can check. While we are evaluating the curriculum, once we made certain hypotheses and we suggest that these are the possible reasons that certain kind of data is being generated. So we can evaluate the data and then we can define that the data is telling us that weaknesses are due to these reasons and strengths are due to these reasons. Once we have an analysis of the data, the next step is that to check the present data. जो हमारे पास इस वक्त का डाटा है, इस वक्त की परफॉर्मेंस है, उसको चेक किया जाए और फिर ये देखा जाए कि बच्चे अब उस पर किस तरह से परफॉर्म करेंगे. So additional data, we say by the end of the year we evaluated the students and their reading interests were not improved. If we say now we want to check their reading interests, so we can give them another test and we can have another checklist and we can use another instrument and we can evaluate what their interests are now. So while we are checking at present what are the existing interests, you are generating another kind of data. Once we have checked this data, we can go back to our hypothesis or possible explanations, and then we can see that either they are consistent with our finding or they are not inconsistent with our findings. हमारी hypothesis को कहाँ पर वो wrong साबित करते हैं और कहाँ पर हमारी hypothesis सही साबित हो जाती है. So we gathered another data and then we went for the possible explanation and we checked whether or not our explanation is correct. In the light of this information, then we revised and we made certain modifications in the curriculum. So we had possible reasons. After the possible reasons, we went back, we gathered the data in the existing or the current time again. We compared the data and then we made certain modifications in the curriculum which we had prepared previously. The next step would be that once we are finding that students' interests, they are not increasing in reading, what we have to do next? What we can do is that we can again check what their interests are. We can give them another evaluation instrument, and after making these modifications in the curriculum, we can test them again. अगर तो हमें यह पता चलता है कि किसी ना किसी किस्म की अचीवमेंट में बेहतरी आ गई है और अगर किसी किस्म की बेहतरी नहीं आई है तो अकॉर्डिंगली वी कैन से वेदर आर hypotheses were wrong or they were correct as per the evaluation of the curriculum. So hypothesis को check करने के बाद अगर हमें ये पता चलता है कि suggested improvements या modifications के बाद there was a change in students' interest in reading, so we can say that these hypotheses or explanations they were the basis for improving the curriculum जो हमने पहले बनाया था, और हमें पता चल गया कि हमें इस करिकुलम में क्या क्या चीज़ें इम्प्रूव करनी है. सो वंस वी हैव मेड सर्टेन हाइपोथेसिस, वी चेक द हाइपोथेसिस, वी मेड सर्टेन चेंजेस इन द करिकुलम, वी ट्राइड एंड टेस्टेड दिस करिकुलम, and once we got to know that there was a change, so we can say that these possible reasons for weaknesses among the students, they were being mended by making certain changes in the curriculum, और हमारे पास करिकुलम को चेंज करने के लिए एक रैशनल आ जाता है जिसकी बिना पर हम करिकुलम को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. इफ वी से इन ब्रीफ व्हाट इज द करिकुलम प्लानिंग और करिकुलम डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस, इट्स अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. वी हैव सर्टेन procedures and we have certain materials which we developed ourselves. We tried and tested those materials, the content, knowledge, behavior or skills. Then we evaluated them, we appraised their results, we identified certain inadequacies, कुछ weaknesses का पता चला या हमें कुछ किसी कमी का अंदाजा हुआ, और उसके बाद हमने कुछ suggested improvements की. And these improvements are on the basis of our experience of teaching that curriculum inside the classroom. Once we are doing all this cyclical process, we can say that curriculum planning is a process where there is replanning, where there is redevelopment, and there is reappraisal. So this cyclical process, it continues, and in this form, we can improve the curriculum which we have prepared for any grade level. इस तमाम साइक्लिकल प्रोसेस के साथ हम करिकुलम और इंस्ट्रक्शन के प्रोसेस को हम मुस्तकिल बुनियाद पर इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. वी आर प्लानिंग, वी टेस्ट इट, वी रीप्लान, एंड देन वी गो बैक टू रीप्लानिंग, एंड वी आर डेवलपिंग प्रोसीजर्स, वी आर डेवलपिंग मेथड्स ऑफ टीचिंग, वी आर डेवलपिंग आवर इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स. सो वी आर इम्प्रूविंग द करिकुलम on the continuous basis. So it is very convenient to say, and in conclusion we can say that curriculum development is a continuous process. This is not a static process, it's a dynamic process. It changes with the changes of our experiences inside the classroom. It changes with the evaluation of the students in the classroom. That helps curriculum developers to go back and check their curriculum, test and try inside the classroom, come back and then make certain revisions. Once we are doing this process, it's an organized process. This is not hit and run or hit and miss process. This is not made on the basis of just futile judgments. It is being experienced inside the classroom, it is being tested, and on the basis of the evaluation, then certain improvements or modifications in curriculum planning is being done. So we can say evaluation of curriculum or evaluation of inside the classroom of the students, it helps us to understand the strengths and the weaknesses of the curriculum which we have prepared, and then it helps us to further improve the quality of our curriculum which we have prepared for any grade level.